All right, everybody, finally got a day out here where it's not raining. It's been raining all week. But I'm gonna do a quick video on some new arrivals, and then I'll pick a few out and do some videos on them. Try and get a couple videos in today. This one here is a 2006 Ridgeline. Came from the auction. I was hitting the front, as you can tell. And right now it's been hard buying some vehicles from auctions. A lot of big time salvage yards are buying right now, so it's extremely hard to get any, but we're still getting a few. This is a 2006 Beetle. It's got 93,000 miles. It runs and drives. 2012 Mazda. Should be Mazda 3. It's hit in the front. And got a Saturn Aurora. And got a Chrysler Sebring. It's got 60,000 miles on it. It runs, but the transmission shifts funny, so that'll be inventoried for the motor. This is a 2020 Ram ProMaster, and this is the city, so it's the smaller version. Then they got a 1500 and a 2500, and I think even a 3500. But this one here is the city, so it's the small one. It's kind of like one of them itty bitty transit vans. This has 941 miles on it. It's got black cloth interior. It's got touchscreen radio, and you have option to turn the screen on and off here. Manual heater, AC controls. You got your accessory ports, automatic on the floor. It does have a key, but it got one of the electrical connectors underneath the hood, so it does not want to start. What is a weird thing is the door handle to get in and out. It says push to lock and pull to unlock. So it's kind of weird. They don't have a regular manual, or they don't have a lock switch where you lock and unlock the doors. So if you want to lock it, you just press it down, it locks, and then to get out, you just pull up and it opens the door. It's kind of different. Automatic doors or automatic windows go up and down. And what I also thought was weird is the door mirrors have got the turn signals in them. So I figured, they were power mirrors, since they got the turn signals in them. But they're actually manual mirrors. So that was different. And I like how these door handles open. A lot of the times, they'll be on the side and you have to pull them, but this one here, they're on the bottom. So that's pretty cool. But this was a dent repair van, so they had a bunch of paint in here, which kind of got splattered everywhere. It had this cool center divider, but it kind of got smashed. It's pretty tore up. Easy access to the fuel pump, which I like. And it's also got backup camera right here in the thing. And what is also weird is most of the time on vans, you go to open up the door, you open up the passenger side first, but this one here, you open up the driver's side first. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, this is a 2020 Ram ProMaster. So we'll part this out. We took this fender off here so it wouldn't mess up the door. It did get the door right here on this little bit, but you could take some paint and touch up these little marks if you wanted to, or just repaint the door. I got a 2010 Camaro. I'll do a video on that one. We got a 2015 Malibu. It's hit in the front and then went up the A-pillar. It's got 80, I think it's 89,000 on that one. It's got a 2.5. The back part of the car looks pretty good, but the front's tore up. I got a 98 Cherokee, and it is 4-wheel drive with a 4.0 straight 6, but it is a 5-speed manual. Very hard to find in these. Got a Chevy 2500 van, no motor, no transmission, but it still has plenty of good parts, and you'll sell a lot of parts off of those vans. Got a few more down here. I'm gonna do one on that S10, so that one will be later. These ones all came in yesterday. Got a Impala. Have not checked it out yet. I don't know why it's here or what's wrong with it. This one here also came in yesterday. Again, don't know what's wrong with it. The Cobalt came in yesterday. Supposedly it has a bad fuel pump. I have not checked it out yet. I got a Mercury Milan. This one came in yesterday. Looks like it was hit in the front. This is the first time I've actually seen this car. So I like it when they're wrecked. It usually means good drivetrain. Showing 262 on the odometer, so that one might not be keeping, but we'll check. Got a Maxima 3.5, either a bad transmission or bad motor. Both of them give problems, so if it's got a key, I'll check it. If not, we'll might have to just send that one on its way to the crusher. This is a 2009 Chrysler 300. The lady said that the oil pump went out. We are keeping this one because in 2008, I think, they changed the taillights, so they're different from 06 and 07, which I have, but I do not have a 2009. And I also think the deck lid is different, and the rear bumper, and there's a few other little things that, you know, are different between the years, but I think those are the majority. This one has a key. I have not lit up the mileage yet. It's a 2.7, which is either going to be a bad head gasket or like this one here, a bad oil pump. They're not very good motors. Got a Dodge Dakota 4-door model. It's got a 4.7 bad motor, but it had around 126,000, so it's got good transmission, which we need. Got an old Mercedes diesel. It's a 300D, I think. It's hit in the rear. I don't know much about it. It's been sitting for quite a while. Looks like they were driving it, even though it was wrecked, because they got a makeshift taillight in this corner with looks like a bungee cord holding the deck lid closed. But it's showing 233,000 miles on the clock, automatic. This one here will be getting crushed. I don't really need anything on it. This one here has been here for a little bit. Got 2 forklifts in Thursday. I don't know anything about them. They said that they were junk, so they just brought them to us. Well, we actually went and got them, but they sold them to us. One's a Datsun, the other one's a Caterpillar. This Datsun is showing 8,300 hours on it. They're both propane. We might see if we can use a few things off of them, but they're probably gonna get scrapped. There's not much on them that we're gonna use, although we already did use a few things on this cat. Our big scrap loader down there underneath the building, the alternator broke apart. The bolts that hold the case to the alternator broke off, all of them, and the alternator fell apart when it was running. And it's just a regular GM one-wire alternator, and we kept looking and looking for one, and then this one came in and it actually had the same exact alternator we were needing. So we snagged that alternator and threw it on the other one, and it works good. So it was worth buying them, I guess, just to get that alternator. So, but these ones, they're, like I said, we're gonna go through them, see if there's anything on them we need, but most likely there's not, so they will be getting stripped down and tossed into the trailer. This one came in yesterday, probably getting crushed, but I need to check the undercarriages. The UCMs sell pretty good in these if they're not rotted out. So that's about all the ones we got that came in lately. Nothing real special, mainly because it's hard to buy cars right now, and with the price of metal being low, there's not many that are coming across the scale. As you can tell, our big pile we had over there is all but gone. I do have about 400 cars out in the yard that I can bring up here and have processed, but we don't have any room to put the processed cars, so they're just kind of sitting out there waiting. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you in the next one.